Nicole. Nicole, you're with Allworth Money Matters.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be talking to some financial advisors.
Oh, good.
I'm looking for financial advice.
All right. Well, let's see how we do.
All right. So I have a question about paying off my mortgage early. My husband's here with me also. He's the one who turned me on to you guys. So he's very involved in our finances, and I'm kind of the secondary to that. But my question is about paying off our mortgage early.
Okay.
So I'm 47, he's 50, and we plan to retire early about 7.5 years from now. So I'll be 55 and he'll be 58. Right now, we don't have any debt other than our mortgage. We don't have car payments. We don't own a credit card. We have no student loans. So our plan is that we'd like to retire with no actual debt.
Yep, love that.
Yeah, so we'd like to focus on traveling. We're actually calling from San Diego right now. We're in our trailer. So
very nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so we just like to spend more time traveling. So right now our mortgage...
And no kids at home?
No kids at home, no. They're
College?
both self-sufficient adults.
Okay, good for you.
Paying their own way, yeah.
Self-feeders.
Yes, it's so lovely. It's so lovely. I was raised in a very blue-collar household, and luckily was fortunate enough to make my way now into the white-collar.
There we go. What is the value of the home that this mortgage is on?
Right now, the current value, the market value right now is $738.
Okay.
And we owe $487.
And what's the interest rate?
3.125.
And tell us about the rest of the financial situation. Will you receive a pension when you retire?
Yeah. So my husband works for the state. He'll have a pension. He will have what is his pension? About $10,000 a month when he retires. And I have right now my 401k is at $430. I plan to take Social Security at 62. And my pension, I don't have exact numbers, but I think it's around. I could cash it out for about $500,000.
You work for the government?
My husband does. I do not. I work for an insurance company.
And what's your family pay right now between the two of your wages?
Right now, we're at about $302,000 a year.
And what's the total value of all the 401ks and 457s, 403bs in the family? What's the total value of those between you and your spouse?
Right now, $545.
You guys need to save more money if you want to do this plan.
Unless your income is much higher than it was 5 years ago, and you just finished getting the kids through school, and suddenly you've got way more cash than you've ever had.
We do have way more cash than we've ever had.
How much cash do you have?
Other debt. So right now we have an emergency savings account with $25,000 in it. We also had been saving toward paying off the mortgage early in a money market account.
Yep.
Because the interest rate was higher.
Yeah, that makes
how
sense.
much do you have there?
Yeah. So, well, we had $46,000, and we have some in a T-bill that's about to mature at the end of the month. But interest rates are kind of going down on money market.
Okay.
And
so how much do you have in this T-bill?
30.
And you have $30,000 and $46,000 in a money market. Total. Okay.
Total.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't know whether interest rates are going to go down or up. I don't know that. You need to save more money if you're going to retire in 7 years.
And I would use.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say we also are maximizing our benefits as far as like cash out. So we've both been saving a number of PTO hours, and he can cash out up to 2,000 hours.
Yeah.
So that's a big chunk of change when we retire.
That's right. Yeah. You need to save more money if you want to retire.
And I like the idea.
Years.
What I would do is plan. So you had 7 years, 7.5 years. how much do I need to put aside? I'm making the mortgage payments. What's the balance going to be? 7.5 years. How much do I need to be putting aside in savings so that I got a chunk of cash to pay that off?
We have time. This is a podcast.
Well, that's the first step. No, I'm not doing it. I think what's important is to really run a financial plan. Like, you've got $300,000 coming in. Where's it all going?
Scott, you don't want to go through it right now?
No, I'm not going to do that now.
You just don't
You
want
can go online. They're simple. You can do those are simple calculations.
Okay, all you do is you take your income
What's more important?
minus your Social Security, minus your contributions to your 401ks, minus your mortgage if you're saving up enough to mortgage, which will tell you what you're living on right now. And then you plan to that. You plan, I'm going to take a 4 or 5% distribution, add in your Social Security, and figure out. It's just a quick financial plan that tells you, we're not guessing here. But I could tell you, I've been doing this long enough that if you stay the current course, you're not going to retire in 7 years.
Well, they might.
So I've run numbers of what we're going to pay towards the mortgage, in our normal monthly payments.
Okay.
And then what balance will be left is around $400.
It's how much is your mortgage payment excluding taxes and insurance?
$2,800, I believe, and we pay almost $3,500 a month.
Okay, so it's $30,000 a year. It's 10% of your income. I shouldn't say it's a rounding error, but the question. So the question I think we have is like, you're making $300,000 a year. You're living on this is your lifestyle, and it seems like maybe you got a lot of money at 55 with $100,000 pension, 120. But it's a fraction of where you're at today.
We're saving every month.
Yeah, we save about $3,000 a month.
Yep.
Toward
but the idea, the answer to the question is I like what you're doing by putting the money aside to pay down the mortgage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea. The assumption is you're going to stay in the same house once you retire. Is that?
Yes.
Okay. So I like the idea of putting it aside. I wouldn't mess with treasury bills as much as I would just
buy a high yield money market account.
Or buy BIL, which is just a short-term treasury. Just something along those high yield money market. You're fine. I like the idea of that. You should be both maximizing your 401ks.
We are.
Okay. Yeah. But I like the idea of that. And by the way, we don't know whether interest rates are going to go down or not down. We know that if Donald Trump gets to handpick the Fed chair, and then fires everyone else on the Fed board, that the chances of them going down are probably
interest rates are going to be beautiful. You'll never see anything like it.
Incredible.
Look, I'd really recommend you guys do a full financial plan. Like, here's where you are today. Here's where you're going to be in 7.5 years. Here's the steps that you need to be doing to make retirement a reality. And I think, and I appreciate the call. I think the concern, Pat, is, and we've seen it, right? People retire early. Yeah. 50s is still pretty early to retire. People retire early. Some people are good financially. They live somewhat frugally and can make a go of it.
Yeah, but
we've also seen people where they start doing all this stuff, travel, and then their net worth's declining, and you have the conversation like, look, you're going to be broke at 73.
Yeah, and he's retiring at 57 and her at 55. That $100,000 pension certainly helps, but we actually don't know if that's a joint survivor or if that's a full survivor. My guess is it's top line.
That's right. So you have to take a reduction on that.
Which you'd take a reduction on that, which probably puts it closer to $83,000 or $84,000. Then you add in Social Security, which is a long way away. Then, fortunately, he works for the state. And I assume, since they called from California, he works for the state of California, which he gets health insurance for both he and his spouse, but I don't know. Just you pay a couple grand, get the financial plan done, and burst your bubble or inflate it. That's what it's going to do.